Architecture Review and Historic Preservation.
Joining me are board members Jane Clare, Susan Stevens, and Mina as anchor. Board member Kathy Buxton is absent tonight, so in her place are John Gregory, our alternate, is joining us by Zoom. So with that, we have quorum. So motion to open the February 10th meeting. The Board of Architecture Review and Historic Preservation. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Also in the room with us tonight is our planning director, Alex Wallach, our attorney, Alice Cooley. In the back, we have Sage Certain running all video, and our recording secretary, Jackie Allen. So with that, I am going to roll forward. The first thing on the agenda tonight is minutes approval from the meeting of January 27th. Did you all receive the minutes?
Yes.
Any questions or comments? Okay, so I'm going to motion that we approve the minutes for January 27th, 2025. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. The second thing on the agenda tonight is a written decision for 344 Hill Street from Ally Tamsin. Do you want to top line us, Alice?
Sure. This was an application at 344 Hill Street for a certificate of appropriateness to construct a one-story addition, deck, and portico to an existing dwelling, along with a shed and pool house. The board had requested a historic report from its consultant. 3 neighbors appeared and offered no objections. The board did not have an issue with the design, but did find that the gray stained cedar was not harmonious and requested that the material be changed. The applicant agreed to change the color of the shingles to yellow cedar and remove the skylight, and the board found the proposed construction to be appropriate for the historic district.
Thank you. Everybody got a copy of the written decision?
Yes.
Any questions or comments? So I'm going to motion to approve the written decision for 344 Hill Street. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next up we have some adjournment requests. We have a request for 300 North Main Street to adjourn to, I believe, the 10th of March. Is there a second?
Second, but where is the part about noticing?
Yeah,
Second.
Well, hang on, I have a question for this, because I think 2 things have happened here. I believe this is more than our 3rd request for adjournment. And also this house, do you know the answer to this? This house, it's a different architect and different plan that was originally noticed. Are we adjourning it to renotice it?
I don't remember that reflected in the adjournment request.
Okay.
I'd have to go back to compare what was originally proposed.
I thought somewhere in some documents it said they had a new architect.
They do. They've changed architects, so anything that was originally sent on this is different than what will be in front of us. So it feels like we should actually ask for it to be renoticed.
Yes, I think we would require renoticing at this point anyway.
So
So
many
certainly
times.
Okay.
it should be renoticed.
So then are we accepting adjournment request, or are we requiring renotice?
You can
We
accept it
still adjourn
pending.
the application. I think we would maybe have to, is that sufficient time for them to renotice? Yes, right?
Let me
It's
just
March 10th, I believe.
Yeah, let me just double check my
If
notice
only.
calendar here. Yeah, we won't send that to the paper until next Friday, so
Okay.
there's still time to renotice for March 10th.
Okay.
Okay, so then back to, I'm going to motion to accept the applicant's request for a adjournment of 300 North Main Street to March 10th. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. And inform them that one of the requirements is that we want it to be renoticed.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that takes us to new matters. Signage. We have 3 of them to review tonight, and the first one was at 150 Hamptons Road. So I'm going to, which is Connect Bank. Is someone here for this application?
Oh,
Okay.
he has someone? Oh.
Zoom folk coming in.
Oh, I can do it. You got it?
Okay. Hello? Hello?
I'm not sure if you can hear or see me okay.
I can now hear and see you okay.
This is what's
Perfect. Okay. Wonderful. How are you?
and then the
everyone?
next
We're
one,
well,
yes.
thank you.
Um,
Are you
So
going to,
I-
are you going to share your screen?
I was gonna say, if it's okay with you, I will share my screen and I have the renderings.
That would be fantastic. Thank you.
Did she introduce herself?
You have to start by introducing yourself for the record.
Oh, I am so sorry. I apologize. My name is Shannon Reese and I am from Going Sign and Servicing.
Fantastic.
I'm just trying to figure out how to let me share my screen. Should I have that available? Oh, here it is. I apologize. Okay. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Not
No.
yet.
What does it say?
It says something. Alice, can you read that?
Shannon.
It says double click to enter full screen mode.
There we
All
go.
right.
Now we have it.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So here is the rendering. The application is for First National Bank of Long Island is becoming Connect One Bank. So our application is simply to remove the existing signage and replace it with signage for the new bank. The color schemes you'll notice are super similar. We stayed within the square footage for the signs. So we're just going to be replacing this sign here that says First National Bank LI, and it will be replaced with this here, Connect One Bank, with their logo. This is sign number 1. There are multiple in this package. I can keep scrolling through unless anybody wants me to stop on this page.
Now, why don't you scroll through all of it, and we'll just give you comments on all of it at once.
Perfect, that sounds good.
Thank you.
Nope, I've gone too far, sorry. So similar here, you'll see, same thing, this First National Bank LI letter set that's on awning structure here will come down, and the new Connect One with the logo will go in its place.
Okay, and I believe there's a third one, right?
Yes, there are actually, I believe, 2 more wall signs.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why the scrolling is slow motion this evening. Same thing here on this elevation.
Hang on, you're not there yet. Here we go. Okay.
There's a little bit of a lag too, I think.
Yes, I apologize.
But that's not filled in. Is that she mean to show that to us?
Yeah. That's the existing on the left and the replacement on the
Correct.
right.
Oh, I'm seeing the thing about, I'm sorry.
And then the last one, there is a ground sign that they are looking to just put a new face in the existing. So the sign itself will stay the same. It will just be the First National signage will come down. Oh, making sure it's going to catch up to me before I start speaking.
So I see a light fixture there, which I know from experience is really bright, a bright spotlight. Is that to code?
So we're not touching any lighting.
I know,
any
but you're
lighting that's there
changing the
is-
sign so we get a chance to get in here. I
No,
think-
listen, I'm right. So that's super fair. So are you talking?
I
thi-
object to the light that's there now.
I think the concern is that when you drive by at night, the light that it's shining on is not shielded to the point that it's just illuminating the sign. It's illuminating it beyond the sign.
Yeah.
But I just want to confirm, I'm looking at the right, it's the ground sign right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, the ground sign,
ground
the
sign.
one you're looking at right now.
Understood.
Okay.
I would have no problem going back to the bank and letting them know that we have to change that lighting. I don't think they would have any issue with that, as long as we could dim it down, we could do a light that shines just on the sign, enough to be able to read it from the street, but not that it is disturbing anybody like it is now. I don't
Yeah,
see-
there's
That
some,
would be-
there's some sign guidelines in dark sky. Let's go ahead, Susan.
Not, we're happy to adjust whatever, I'll find out, I'll work with the bank. I'm not sure that we installed the lighting originally, so I'll just find out who did, what's there now, and we can compare that to what's to code, and I'd be happy to replace it with whatever is acceptable.
Great, thank you.
I think the building department can tell you.
Okay.
Absolutely, not a problem.
Great, thank you.
Anyone comments about the signs themselves?
I think
I
they're
think they're
good
much,
looking.
much better looking, more discreet, a little more fitting for the, historic district, I think.
It's not in there.
Nina?
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's just, I agree. There's one that's underneath the triangle in the main entrance. I would say the
Nina, can you
logo,
pull your mic a little closer,
the
please?
logo might get a tiny, tiny bit smaller, but otherwise it looks good.
I can go back if you'd like, but I didn't know which one you're
Let's
talking about.
let's get all the let's just get all the comments and we'll address them. Jane, do you have any other comments?
I thought the first sign, which is on Hampton Road, which is the biggest sign, I thought that the Connect logo there looked a little larger than what was there prior. I thought if that could just be scaled down a little bit.
Oh, not a problem at all.
If you want to go, if
So
well,
is that a
let
on
me-
the brick or on the white?
we're talking about the sign that's in the pediment.
Yeah, the
Oh, in the
pediment.
pediment,
This sign.
yeah.
I'm in agreement. The sign I
heavy.
think looks better. It looks great. Just the one that's on the front door that's under the pediment, if that particular sign could be brought down by about 20%, it just looks a little large in comparison to the others. Other than that, I think the rest of them to scale and color look great.
Okay, perfect. Yes, so this one by 20%, we'll shrink it down, and we will address the lighting on the ground sign that exists now.
Yeah.
We will work with the building department to replace it
Talk-
with something
talk-
that is more.
Yeah,
acceptable.
that's exactly that. All right.
Not a problem at all.
If you want to redo that rendering and send it to the building department, they can send it back to the sign committee and then we can approve it.
Perfect. That sounds good. We'll work on that tomorrow and get that resubmitted to you guys.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
So technically, I have to ask you for an adjournment. So I'm going to first of all, are there any comments from the public? Okay, so I'm going to motion that we accept the applicant's request for an adjournment. And I'm going to adjourn this to May 24th, but if you send the materials in ahead of time, then the committee will look at it.
Okay?
So motion to,
March 24th.
March 24th?
no, I'm sorry, February 24th. That's the next meeting.
Got it.
So motion to accept the applicant's request for an adjournment to February 24th for Old Town Lodge. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
we'll look for them in the mailbox. And you'll send them like you did before to the building department, and they'll forward them to the committee.
Perfect. That
Great.
sounds great. Thank you all so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
Okay, thank you. Next on, is there someone here for 16 Hampton Road? Because I think it's Hampton Sign Company. I think you have a couple tonight.
But they're not here.
Because the William Reve sign was actually approved by the signage committee, so I'm going to move on to Old Town Lodge at 40 Main Street. Is someone here for Old Town Lodge? Okay. Alex, if you'll just do me a favor and throw this on the table, we can whip through this one. Where is it? Hang on. Did I pass it to somebody? Hang on. Did I combine two together? That's happened before. Okay, there you go. There we go. That's a signage request for Old Town Lodge. And the address of that sign is 40 Main Street. I guess it's the rear entrance at 40 Main Street. And it's 3/4 thick white PVC over the rear entrance of the building. So board members, do you have comments?
Well, I think it's too big and it's not, the placement, I don't know, I'm not suggesting a placement, but it just seems a little out of the ordinary up there.
I would
Considering,
agree. Because of the context of the building itself and where it sits, it almost looks like a billboard.
well, it does.
Nina?
Yeah,
Jane?
I would definitely say it's too large, and the placement looks off because it's not above the door, it's not
Because
above
it's
the.
too
wi-
big, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think because
That's all
it's
the
too big.
problem.
It should be smaller and not go over the window.
Yeah, it should be centered on the door and smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're all in agreement that the sign is out of scale to its location, needs to be brought down to where it can be centered over the door and reduced in size.
I think it's not even showing that it's specific to that door, the way
Yeah.
it is now, so it
Yeah.
is billboardish.
I agree. It sounds like everybody's in agreement.
Yes.
All right, so we'll take that feedback back to them. So do I need a motion to adjourn this, or what do I need to do?
You can adjourn it.
And
Okay.
would you like it to go back to the sign committee if they resubmit?
Yeah, they can resubmit back to the sign committee. We'll take a look at it, and then we'll determine if it comes back to the board. So I'm going to motion to adjourn Old Town Lodge number 908 until February 24th. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next up, we have Hampton's Permitted Expediting LLC, and they're here. Hi. If you guys come out and just go ahead and just have a seat, because we got to get you on microphone.
Ted from Signature Signs.
You can
Great.
have a seat.
You can have a seat. Would you start by introducing yourselves for the record, please?
I'm Theodore Dratch from Signature Signs.
I'm Shannon Bradley. I'm the tenant that's applying for the sign for my storefront.
Okay. So you want to take us through it?
Can I
Well,
put it-
you could see, you have a copy of it up there?
No,
we
actually,
need to
you
get
lay
it
it out
on that.
you lay it out on the table, and it gets
Oh,
picked
okay.
up by the camera.
So the,
Okay. So here you have the sign,
Give us 1 second.
you
Tell
have the
us,
specs.
give us one, lay it out for us, and then when it gets, it'll come up on
You can
camera.
actually face them towards you.
Towards
oh, it
me.
used to be the other way, we know, but now it's this way.
And I think I submitted 2 copies of each.
I believe you did.
All right, we need that little, it's,
Hang on.
that better? Like
Sage will
There we
bring it
go.
in.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. Okay.
All right.
So take us through it.
So you have the colors, 2 different blue colors. You have window lettering with the services listed underneath and a small sign over the door.
where
Okay.
is this?
16 Windmill.
Oh, I know,
16
okay, I
Windmill.
got it.
Okay.
It's before La Verona, I think. The restaurant on the corner there, on the corner of
There's
Joe's.
copies if you need to see. Do you want to see? Okay. And tell me about the windows. This looks like the window. You're not blacking out the window.
No, we're not blacking the window out. It's just
That's against code.
kind of looks more like the door. We don't want it to interfere, you know, the reflections and stuff
Okay.
when we show you the layout. So you have a nice clear image of it.
Okay.
We don't usually have black backgrounds, do we?
Well, it's not. The window's clear.
Oh,
No, the sign.
Oh, the
I
sign
see.
itself?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Oh,
you
it's
were
a
just
sign-
saying that,
it's a
I'm
window
thinking, what?
above the- Oh.
It's a transom
Okay.
window, correct?
Got it,
Excuse me?
It's a transom window?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's, yes.
okay.
These are both applied against glass. Is that
Yes,
correct?
The
Yeah.
black background is just an image to show you what the colors would look like and so that you could see it clearly. It's a clear window and it's a clear decal with the colors blue of what you'll see. There's no black background.
Okay. You want more?
Okay. Board members.
I think it's okay.
But I do want you to, full disclosure, the door sign is black background. So
Oh,
that's not an image of a window. So you see,
so that's what we were asking.
so, okay, so the window itself, the storefront window
Is clear.
clear.
The square window.
Correct.
Is that what you're saying?
The square thing-
sign over the door, which is considered I think you guys
Right.
would consider that a wall sign.
So I would prefer that the background of the door sign were, the background were white.
Okay,
Because I think it's, first of all, I don't think it's that easy to read. And second of all, it just would be more harmonious with the other stores.
right?
Would it not?
I agree. And I also think the logo in the window, or the decal in the window, might be lowered just a bit, so it's not so much in the center of the window. It's more of a
Sure.
detail than a announcement.
Yeah, I
Now, do you want the sign above the door to be white because the window has a black background? Is that where the confusion is coming in?
nope,
No.
nope, just, we
Okay.
don't, just signs with black backgrounds.
We
You
don't-
just
The way
feel
they
that
pop,
it would
we-
go better if
it'll
it has
calm-
a
It'll calm
white.
down in the neighborhood and be more
And
architecturally
it's not
I
a
see.
big,
harmonious if it's white, if blue
Yeah.
against a white
Are
background
there
is what
other
I'm
color
hearing.
choices, like a light gray? I'm opposed, I just don't like white. I'm just wondering if there's any other, like a light, the inside of the office is a very light gray. Would light gray be acceptable? I mean, a light color or a light blue?
Or a
Um,
cream? It almost looks like the outside has a cream color to
Yeah.
it. That's not like a stark
now we
white,
need
is it?
to,
Here's what I would say. if you could render it and let us take a look at it, we'd certainly consider it, yeah. It's the starkness of the black, I think, is what I'm hearing that people are reacting to. Jane, comments?
I just want to make sure, because I know this is just a print that we have, it almost looks like it's blue and that it's turning to green at the bottom.
So the way that it looks, what do you call it, should be the printout that you have stuck directly on there. You should have, on the ones I submitted, you'll have the actual color of it. It should be stuck onto there with an actual sticker. The whole bottom half of it should be the actual color that's going on the side.
So is it a gradient?
Yes.
It is gradient.
Yeah, it's a slight,
It's a gradient that goes from,
it goes from aqua to middle blue.
Where's that?
See how this
there's a
looks like it's
gradient in it.
gradient here? I wasn't sure if that was just a printout or not.
No, that's purposeful.
I'm not loving that. It's,
Yeah.
I think it's gimmicky. I don't think it actually, it's supposed to give information, and the more you do stuff like that, the less you can see, you can read. But, so I have a thing about this, because I was in the magazine business once.
So you prefer a solid color blue?
I think I do.
And I think
Okay.
that the perimeter of the sign should be the same color.
Okay,
I mean, right now it looks like it's not.
okay.
So I
Yeah,
would make
Make it more standardized, right?
Okay. And I think what I'm hearing John say is, I think all the way around, I think if this sits lower and then the sign comes down to where it's not dead center and just lowers it all a little bit, I think that should be fine. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Board members, do you agree?
Yes.
So we're hearing that a solid blue without the gradient. We're going to look at a background that's either a gray or cream that you'd like to submit.
Sure.
Okay?
If I
And-
agree, sorry to interrupt, but if I agree to just white, can we handle this evening?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll do what you want.
It's a genuine
We're trying to get open.
Yeah. What-
I will do white.
I think,
Okay.
okay, well, I'm down with that.
But that's white, and this goes to solid blue, and this lowers down to where it sits close to the window, and the whole thing just rolls down a little bit, so it's not quite centered on the window. Is that what I'm hearing from you, John?
I think it would look better if it's just a little lower than where it sits right now.
Yeah, okay. And you're cool with it now with a white background?
I am, yes.
Okay. Are there any comments from the public? Okay. So I'm going to motion to approve the application for, hang on, let me get this right, Hampton's Permanent Expediting, with the condition that the door, that it'll be one solid blue color, not gradient. The background of the sign over the door will change to white, and the graphics in the window will be lowered slightly. And what I'm going to ask is, can you re-render that and send it to us sort of in the morning?
Sure.
Yeah.
What email do you want it sent to?
You send it to the building department.
Okay,
Same way you did.
okay,
So I'm going to approve a receipt of that rendering.
okay.
Is there a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
I,
There you go.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. I hope to see more of you guys.
I'm sure you will.
Congratulations. I'm sure you will.
Gee,
Judging by the name on this sign,
Yeah.
we should see you a
go
lot.
for it.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. That takes us to 300 North Main has adjourned.
Did we do
270?
16 Road?
Did we what?
Did we do William Reveus?
Yes.
The
Okay.
committee approved it.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So 300 Main is adjourned. That's adjourned.
Night.
Next thing up on the agenda is a carryover matter for 90 Murray Lane for Philip Guerin.
Here, wait.
Up.
Sorry, I'm not personally. I did it.
Is the applicant coming in? I assume they are. Great. Okay, to remind, this is the fourth or fifth time we've seen this application. The last time, we seemed to be in agreement, except the board had asked them to go back and look at the one-story structure located to the right of the front door, where there were some bump outs, and asked them to reconsider it into a flat wall.
Correct. Hi, everyone. I'm Tanner White. I'm the architect of record here. for 90 Murray Lane, and you said it exactly right. So I took everyone's suggestions into consideration last meeting, and I revised the rendering to removing the one-story bump outs over here and make it a flat wall just like the rest of the building.
Okay, and that's the only change?
That is the only change.
Okay. Board members?
I think it's much improved, just very subtle.
Thank you.
Nina?
I agree.
Okay.
It's fine with me.
John?
Oh, it's, I mean, I wasn't here for the original, initial comments, so I can't suggest changes now, but I think the windows are way too large over the entry area. It looks very commercial to me, and I think it's just uncharacteristic of the village, just in general. So that's my only comment, but it's too late for that, I'm sure.
Okay. Are there any comments from the public? I guess my comment is you actually did what we asked you to do. I think it does calm down the front of the house. It recesses that part and gives more visibility to the front door, so I find it much better, and you did what we asked you to do. So with that, I'm going to motion to approve the application for 90 Murray Lane based on drawings received January 30, 2025. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so that brings us down to
Orson Munn.
new matters was adjourned. It takes us down to Orson Munn and his marvelous math. Nice to see you again, Mr. Munn.
Nice to see you all again. I took your advice and lowered that solid area at the lower portion of the gate to 2 feet, and I did the math based upon that. So the total entire gate, less that solid area, less the upper frame area, less the actual picket area that you could not see through, would give you an area of transparency in square feet. So the open area that is completely transparent divided by the total gate area, 42.88%. Good high school math, I think.
One more time. One
But
more
it was
time.
actually kind of fun.
One more
I
time.
enjoyed it.
One more time, just so it's on the record. Walk us through the color and the materials, please.
The whole math area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What color? What color is
What
the
color?
whole
Oh,
gate?
it's white. It's white.
Okay.
It's yeah. I actually, sorry, I have a picture. It
Yep.
No,
No, just we've.
Tell us.
Just tell
We
us.
have to
Yeah.
have it on
I
the
just want it on the
record.
record. It's white, and the operations for it are either on the column or automatic, right?
Yes, it'll be
Okay.
an automatic gate.
Okay. Board members.
All my neighbors' gates.
Board members. Comments.
I think it looks much better.
thank you.
It looks just like everyone else's gate now, right?
John.
That's what I wanted.
Go, yeah.
I appreciate two things. First of all, I appreciate you hearing the board, and I really appreciate the math.
My
Yeah.
pleasure.
You went to
My
this much
pleasure.
trouble to make sure and do it for us. I really appreciate it. This
I had
should
to
serve
do
as an
it.
example for other people. Alex, you should post this in the building
Alex
department.
checked
So
it.
that's what we're looking
He
at.
did, he checked it?
I
Oh, that's
checked
great.
it.
All right.
He's the math wizard.
Here's the question of the night. Are there any comments from the public?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so I'm going to motion to accept the application from Orson D. Munn III with marvelous math for his gate at 43 Foster Crossing. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
Great.
Thank you
my
very
friend.
much.
That is the
Appreciate it.
last thing on our agenda for tonight. That is the
That's
last thing
it.
on our agenda for tonight.
Oh, great. Well, that's same as last time.
Exactly.
Save the best for
But you
last.
didn't wait so long.
Thank you very much for your time. and
Thank you very much.
for their help. You're all
And thank you for listening, and thank you for your math. So with that, I'm going to motion to close the February 10th meeting of the Board of Architecture Review and Historic Preservation. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
Wow.